Well, hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and today we're doing monthly makeup favorites and fails for June 2021. I feel like this was a really long month. I don't know if you guys, like the first half of the year has gone by pretty quickly, but June was a really long month for me. Personally, a lot happened and I'm glad it's over. So today we're going to talk about my June favorites and fails. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, as always I want to give a quick shout out to my brand, The Open Crypt at theopencrypt.com, and on Instagram, make sure to follow us there. We have a whole bunch of new launches that I'm super proud of, including these little mini candles. So we have a Nosferatu Peppermint. It's a red wax mini candle. We also have the Atom Age Vampire candle. They're both vampire inspired, and this is a lemon with a little bit of lime too scent. So we have mini candles here. They're super wonderful. They're my favorite thing we've launched so far. Other than the wax melts, I still really love the wax melts. I love our earrings and everything too, especially the crescent moons, because you guys made them like a bestseller for me, and I love the blankets. But like, I'm just super excited about how adorable these are, and I chose essential oils that have benefits to people, so I'm happy with those candles and the wax melts. So let's go ahead and get started with the favorites and fails now for makeup products. Of course, these are my own personal opinions on these items. If we disagree on anything, it's cool. It's just makeup. It's not that serious. And let's get started. Let's talk about let's do eye stuff first, actually. We usually do like face stuff and work our way to eyes. Let's start with eye stuff. I'm not going to do this in any particular order. So I recently did a video talking about disappointing products. I need a makeup art too. I've had a lot of disappointing products lately. So a couple of these things I've talked about before in that video. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link down below for you. But a couple of these things I did talk about in there, or like my newest palette ranking video. But some of these things I haven't talked about. So let's just go over it real quickly. Anything that I have mentioned, I'll just speed through. But firstly, let's talk about actually what's on my eyes today. So this is the Hello Kitty Pineapple Cake eyeshadow palette. First of all, pineapple cake sounds delicious. I think, yeah, I haven't had it in like a million years though. Like, I remember it. Like, I had coconut cake and pineapple cake one time and it was really good. But this is so cute. Now, because there was bananas and lemons on the front of it, I thought maybe it'd smell good, you know, because a pineapple had lemons and bananas on the front of it. It doesn't smell like anything. It is the eyeshadow that I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is actually my first time using it, but I still figured since I did use all 4 shades in this little quad that I could give a decent review on it. I would say personally, I want this shade to be a little bit more bold, a little more golden, like their Yes Please palette has a really pretty yellow that you don't have to like pack up too much. This one took a little bit more building just because I feel like it was made a little bit brighter, less golden to match this shimmer. Really nice overall. I would say that this shimmer is not nearly as like popping on the eyes. It's definitely kind of more like an accent shimmer, but it is really pretty as well. This shade did come off slightly more yellow, less golden on the eyes when an application, but it still is really pretty and adorable. Like, this is super cute. But as a yellow eyeshadow addict, I need to be like honest and tell you it's not the best eyeshadow yellow formula in the world, but it's still nice and really cute. Next eyeshadow palette we're talking about is more of like an eyeshadow stack, not a palette, but this is from Kajal. This is one of the new ones. It is a Neutral Moment Beauty Bento number 14. So this has 3 different shades in it. If I can open them properly. These are really hard to open for me. I don't know why. I feel like it's because I don't want to use my nail and like accidentally break my nail. So we have 3 shades. They're all matte, which I would like a shimmer in here personally. So we have a cream matte shade, a more neutral taupe kind of, you know, regular transition shade, and then more of a deep shade. So when using this, I used it during the weekend where I didn't care if my eyeshadow didn't have any like pretty shimmer on it, just something simple. They performed pretty well. I just think for 3 shades, as much as I love a basic cream matte shade, I prefer if this was a shimmer, you know, like if this was a light shimmer like this color but shimmer, we had 2 shades for the crease, like the crease and then the outer corner to deepen it up. I feel like it would have flowed a lot better. The quality of the shadows were good. I just feel like for needing to dip into something else for a shimmer and this little weird situation as far as like not being a square regular palette, I don't really know if it's worth it to me. Next up, this wasn't my disappointing video because it didn't pop the way I wanted it to. This is the Neon collection from Colourpop. This one is the Neon Gaze palette. So this one is very pretty. Again, all mattes. One matte has glitter in it. I just wish they would put a shimmer in here, or at least one like matching shade to go with this neon. Or if this neon was the shimmer, I feel like it would just flow a lot better. I just feel like I could have done it better. Don't call it the Neon collection. It's not neon. It has a pop of color in it. Next up, a palette that I really loved this month and was super fun to review was the Life's a Drag Facelift palette from Lunar Beauty. This packaging on it is so stunning. I know a lot of people don't like the faces. I think they're really pretty. But This palette is an upgrade from the original Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty, which I also do have. I compared in that video the original versus the new one, which shades were the same, which ones were different and stuff. But this is the palette itself. I think it's really stunning. Now, will I use this rainbow half a lot? Probably not, if we're being honest. But I do think it's nice, and I love the neutral sides in here. Like, these two shades, Trade and Mug in particular, are so good. I love the fact that there's a staple black and white matte in here. Like, and the shimmers are very versatile shimmers. You can put this icy white with a colorful look. You can use the golden for colorful look or the pink one, or you can make them more towards the neutral side. I just feel like they're very versatile, very nice. And also, I love when palettes are magnetically closed. I just think it's really satisfying. Last eyeshadow palette we're talking about today is the Dominique Cosmetics Transition palette. We got this in a subscription box. I believe it was BoxyCharm. It was either BoxyCharm or Ipsy, one of those two. I think it was BoxyCharm though. But I thought this palette was really nice. Now it is all matte, but it's definitely for like transition staple colors, workday moments. Just, you know, it's meant to be an all matte palette, and I see what they're going for with that. And honestly, I used this the other night. We were going out to Goth Night here in town, and I used this, and I used like a separate shimmer because I was like, I'm not recording my face, let's just do it for me and test out this palette. And I really enjoyed it. Like, this cream shade applied so smoothly, really nicely. It picked up a ton on the brush but didn't fly everywhere when I put it on the lid. I just feel like everything, even this gray tone that I used, really worked. And I was really impressed by how smooth, how easy it's blended out effortlessly. Like, I thought maybe because it was a gray color, like one of the gray tones would take a minute to blend out. It really didn't. It worked really well. So I was impressed with the quality of the shadows. If you need an all matte palette, you're looking for a workday palette, definitely, like, I would pick this up for sure. Like, it's really nice qualities. I'm just someone who most of the time uses one palette and that's it, which is why I'm always looking for a mix of mattes and shimmers. Next up is another product that's on my face today. So we talked about my eyeshadow. Let's talk about my lash glue, which we never talk about lash glue on this channel. I don't like to talk about lash glue on this channel typically because I know people have allergic reactions, certain things, certain people like certain colors. But I thought I would talk about this one because it's one I've been using lately and I have mixed feelings on it. So this is the Velour Lash Glue, the lash adhesive. It's black and quick drying. I love black quick drying lash glue. If you're not like very well versed in putting lashes on, I definitely would not suggest getting a black lash glue because you misplace it just like a little smidgen, and then you're gonna have like a little black spot, which does happen to me all the time, but I don't really care. Most of, like, 99% of the time I apply it perfectly, so I don't care about it. I like the fact that black lash glue doesn't leave like a residue, you know, like it doesn't leave like you can't see the little bit of black residue on your eyelash line because it doesn't look that. I feel like when I use clear lash glue, I feel like I can see like a little bit of off coloring from where my lash glue is on my eyeshadow. I'm weird, I get it, but this Velour black lash glue is quick drying and black, and it comes on a little, like a little brush tip moment. It just has a lot of product on it. It picks up a ton, so it does pick up a lot of product, I'll give it that. I just feel like the setting time is very strange. It's not a quick dry like normal, and it's not a slow dry either. It's very in between, and you only have a very small window for it to be tacky for to use it, or like you'll put it on and it's too dry already, or you'll put it on and it's too wet. You have a very small working time with this, which I'm not a fan of. However, it does hold, so if you get that time right, you know, it works out fine, but you have to be very careful with the timing of this glue. Now, I just did a full video with Depop Scarlet testing out some of their products that I typically wouldn't use, like get out of my comfort zone, and I tried one of these molten shadows. So this is the Meadow Leaf Shadow Pot in all of the lights. We tried out 2 colors. This is the one I put on my lid though. I thought these were so cool. Like, I typically just use an eyeshadow palette. I don't really use these kind of products, but it looked so like awesome on my lid and stuff. So here is the product. This video is not sponsored by them. I just really enjoyed it. I'm just gonna tip my finger in here. Like, it's a cool duochrome, and a lot of you guys who saw the video were like, you need to try out these duochrome shadows and stuff, and I'm like, maybe I need to start buying some more singles and stuff. I just think it's so pretty, so metallic, and so smooth. Like, I can just sit there and blur this line out forever, and it doesn't get gross. It still stays really pretty and metallic and nice. Like, it's so pretty that I'm like, yes. Like, in that look, I only use this on the lid. I think if I put like a medium crease tone, maybe one of those Dominique Cosmetics Transition shades on my crease, then put this down, like, it would be beautifully and reflective. It would look really good at pictures or outside for like Instagram moments too. That's it for eye stuff. Let's move on to the one skincare thing I have, and then we'll do face stuff. So the one skincare thing I have is from Dermalogica. I've only had it for about 2 weeks, but I'm really liking it so far. This is their Smart Response Serum. It responds to skin's changing needs. It is just a like smart moisturizing serum, honestly. I can't really tell you specifically what it does, but for me, I just feel like the dry patches on my skin have not been an issue since I've used this. I use this a little bit with my milk drops from Beekman 1802, and then just a squirt of moisturizer, mix it all together, and apply it to my face at night. Keep my skincare very simple, really easy, and I really enjoy it. My husband has also been using this too, and he likes it a lot because he gets really dry skin underneath his beard. So usually a moisturizer has a hard time getting past the skin. A serum is a little more liquidy, and he can kind of like rub it in there and get it under his mustache and stuff. So really nice. I'm really liking it. Like, my skin has been more manageable lately since I've switched to certain skincare products, and that is one of them. Like, the last 2 weeks, I've noticed like no big problems on my skin. I promise I don't hate Kajal, okay, but that eyeshadow palette was not perfect for me, and I really don't understand this product either. So this is the Power Up Pink Joystick. Now, this is supposed to be a setting powder, okay? Look how tiny it is! It's a joystick because this little brush in here moves around and stuff, I guess. It's kind of like, you know, an old video game. But this is supposed to be a setting powder. You can pick up a little bit, boop, 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 on this brush, but I can't get in there. Like, if I want to do my full face, I want to set my full face, like cheeks and everything, I'm not gonna be able to. Straight up, because I can't get this little thing to like powder my entire face. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Even if this is like Power Up Pink, like even if it was supposed to be a blush, even though I'm pretty sure I bought it as a setting powder, even if it was supposed to be a blush, it doesn't have enough pigmentation for that. Like, it's so pale. Like, the container is pink, but the color on the inside is so pale. Like, this isn't going to do anything for anybody. Not a fan. Next up, this was my disappointing video, so we're going to run past it. But this Pixi On The Glow blush in, what was the shade? Velour. It looks like a little weird deodorant. You roll it up even one time, it makes a mess, and it's hard to blend out. And then as an on-the-go product, you're gonna rub this on your face and move all your foundation around? No. No. I mean, the color was cute, so I really wanted to like it. I just could not like it. I couldn't. Next up, we talked about this in 2 videos, so real quickly, go past it in case you missed those. I tried a full face of Shein She Glam makeup, and this was a product that I just found really weird as far as like this container is pretty big and chunky and thick, but the only product is in this little newbie. It's in this little nubby. This whole thing has nothing in it. This big old cap has nothing in it. This huge container for this little nubby, that's the only thing that has product on it. I just thought it was so weird. The product itself though, great affordable price. It's under $10. And it blended out really nicely. The color was really nice. There's this little nubby in this big container. So much wasted space. Okay, I have 2 shimmery sparkly products as my last ones for today's video. This has been out forever, but I never really tried it. So I just got it in a subscription box, so I figured I'd give it a shot. This is the Ofra Nikkie Tutorials Everglow highlighter, her original highlighter collaboration with Ofra. I really like their highlighters, so I figured when I got this, I would try it out. But for me, I don't care for it. It's not bold enough for like a normal everyday highlighter for me because a lot of these colors do not work on my skin tone. I tried to like swirl them all together. This shade would not work for me. I don't know how Nikkie can sit there, because she's very fair too, and mix all these colors together and make it work for her, because I could not. Even mixing into the third of this, like every one of these, it still just looked okay. It wasn't like my favorite thing in the world, which kind of sucks considering that I really like their highlighter formula. So that sucks, but I just don't see the point in these all-in-one things that have like very fair to very deep kind of highlighter tones, because the whole thing is not going to work for one specific person, and then it's usually an individual person not doing makeup on other people who buys it. So I just feel like it's a lot of wasted product. Last thing, I wanted to try this forever ago, and I tried it out once when I was working at Ulta. We got a new bottle in to put as a display, like marked it off the thing and put it as a display, and I was the first one to like test it before we put it as a tester last year. So I tried it once, but I was in store lighting, so I didn't know if I liked it or not. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray. This has been out for a long time. I just expected this to be like a glitter bomb on my face when I set my face with it. But realistically, it had very fine amount of glitter, not overwhelmingly glittery too. Like, oh, my whole face wasn't coated in glitter from like spraying a couple times. Just very mild here and there, little bits of glitter. So I thought it was quite nice. Did not expect to like this as much as I do. I think it's really pretty. It's just like, when is the occasion that I want glitter? Because that's a rare occasion that I want glitter, you know? Like, when I want it, it's going to be beautiful, but I don't wear it that often. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking about the good and the bad. Hopefully next month for July we have some good stuff. I don't see myself purchasing too much to review and stuff, but I'm hoping it'll be a good month. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know something you are loving down below, and I will see you in the next video. Again, my brand, The Open Crypt, will be linked down below. I'm just super excited about it. I'm super proud about it. I feel like I wouldn't talk about it so much if I was like meh about it, but I'm like working on products every morning and I feel like it's fun. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you later. Bye.